Good afternoon, man. It's currently late in the afternoon. Now, I didn't film earlier because it started raining. It wasn't raining to start with, but then I was running late. And then it started raining, so I didn't come out. But we're going to try and do this video quickly. Now, I'm not going to have an intro either. I'm just going to upload the video as it is. So, I've watched the Avengers from Age of Ultron to Endgame recently because I watched Avengers Assemble many times on DVD. I had ages ago, and I have avoided spoilers all the time. I don't know how, I just did. So if you haven't seen them, I'm really sorry, I might spoil them a little bit for you. But they are quite odd, so I'm pretty sure if you were going to watch them, you probably would have watched them by now. The reason I basically haven't watched them is because I've actually got a stream service that actually has the films on them. Anyway, let's get on with the video. So first, let's talk about Age of Ultron. Now, Age of Ultron basically is about a computer program that eventually starts taking over most of Stark's suits, except for the one that he uses, and basically uses them against him, and then the Avengers band together to fight that off, and the Infinity Stone is used to resurrect a body, because that's what Thor finds the answer is, the Infinity Stones. So yeah, they fight off. Ultron basically had loads of robot bodies, and being compared to Stark, but he has his robot bodies to basically be in multiple places at once, and he tries to kill the Avengers and Stark and take over the world by ultimate destruction, which eventually fails because the Avengers defeat him. So they band together and they defeat them. Basically, the Avengers is like Hulk, Thor, I can't remember what the girl's name really is, Hawk, I think his name is Hawk, the guy with the arrows. Who else is there? But Tony Stark, Iron Man. And who else is there? I can't remember who this is. Thor, I think I said him. But they have an extra edition and oh yeah, Captain America, that's one of them. So they have all them in Age of Ultron, and maybe another one. And then basically get two new ones, but one gets killed off in that movie. Like Speed Guy, and the other one is like a girl with like some special power, mind control, whatever. So yeah, there's a lot of things that happen. So that movie basically is about Stark being a bit of a person, like it's an experiment, and basically it goes wrong, and basically they try to kill him, and then they end up killing them. That's Avengers Age of Ultron. I don't really know much about that. Infinity War is basically based around the Infinity Stones and Thanos. Now, I don't know if you know who Thanos is, but he's a big ass thing, and basically he makes this gauntlet and makes a place for all the Infinity Stones to give him ultimate power, and then once he has them all, he can click his fingers and basically destroy everything. So yeah, in that movie, he goes and finds the Infinity Stones, and basically it starts off where he's taken on, Thor's been beaten up, and so is Loki almost, and they use Hulk to try and beat him up while he's going for another one of the other Infinity Stones, and Loki tries to kill him, saying, I've been to Earth before, you go, and he tries to kill Thanos. He gets killed Thanos, and then I'm pretty sure Thor teleports the Hulk our way and other stuff, and then the Hulk doesn't want to come out. Like, he won't, like, the guy who is the Hulk can't seem to change into the Hulk anymore, because the Hulk won't come out. And basically they have a big fight, because they're trying to take the Life Stone from Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man basically comes out and helps a bit, and then basically they stow away on a ship to save Doctor Strange, because they can't get the stone of him because it's on the amulet that's in. It's a protection spell. They get on the ship and they save him, but it just goes all the way. So basically, Thanos is going around getting the Infinity Stones, and Doctor Strange gives him the Life Stone. Not Life Stone. The Life Stone? Whatever his one is, the green one. He gives it to him to say he's Tony Stark, and then he goes and basically someone brings the guy back to life that they just killed to break the stone out of his head and put it on the gauntlet. He has his fingers, some get turned to dust. And that's how Infinity War ends. And then Endgame, the Ant-Man, someone comes from the past. Ant-Man's, I don't know much about it, but I know if he goes small, he's very strong. But small, big, but if he goes big, that's his power. Infinity War have got the Guardians of the Galaxy coming into it and stuff. and they try to stop Thanos, but they're unable to, and Gamora gets killed by Thanos to sacrifice the Life Stone. But in Endgame, what they do is all the people who have disappeared, they want to bring them back. So what they do is Ant-Man has found a way to go back in time, and Tony Stark's on the build something that's a success. So what they do is they basically split up into teams of 3 and go back in time to get all the Infinity Stones at a point in time where they're still there. And once they get the Infinity Stones from that point in time, they come back to their point in time, then they make a gauntlet, Iron Man's gauntlet, and one of them has to put it on to bring them back, and Hulk does that. And they do bring them back to that time. And then, well actually, they don't bring them back straight away, but the thing is, they fight Thanos again when they're trying to keep the gauntlet away from him, because he's trying to get it without him to get the Infinity Stones himself again. And because he's doing that, they eventually somehow open the portals get open, and all the Avengers, or whatever you want to call them, the Marvel superheroes or the Marvel people, from the rest of Infinity War who basically disappeared into dust, all come through, and it's like a big massive battle between Thanos' army and the Avengers army, and there's a big clash. And then basically what happens is they got the gauntlet and they're trying to get away with it. Spider-Man's helping, they're all doing loads of stuff. In America's able to wield Thor's weapons, and that means he's worthy, because normally they can't pick them up. And Thor has his axe, and because he got an axe built to try and kill Thanos before. In Infinity War, and basically he's got a hammer, and basically the hammer, and then uses the hammer. Spider-Man gets a gauntlet, then this, I can't remember what her name is, I think it's Captain Marvel, which is a woman, and she's and basically she goes, and Beast goes, be a pro, you got something for me? He gives her the gauntlet, and she basically tries to get it. And basically, Thanos does get the gauntlet, but they're stopping him from snapping his fingers to do with it. And then Tony Stark, with Iron Man, grabs the gauntlet and somehow gets the stones. And then Thanos says there was the gauntlet on. He hits his fingers what's going on? What's not happening? And then he looks, and then basically Tony Stark has the stones. He clicks his fingers, destroys the whole of Thanos' army, as well as Thanos. They say destroying dust, but Tony Stark passes away because the power that the gauntlet uses harms the user, as it harms Hulk, but I think it just gave Hulk a broken arm. So that's basically Endgame, Infinity War, and Age of Ultron. My reviews, I would say they're good movies. They could have a bit more, but they are enjoyable. It's very long. Well, actually no, I think Endgame is so long. The other one in Infinity War, but I think Age of Ultron is shorter. I think it's just an hour or something, but the other ones are 2 hours. They are good to watch. If I spoiled them for you because you haven't seen them yet, well, I'm really sorry, but I'm late in the set and seeing them myself. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and yeah, if you haven't watched these films, I would definitely go and watch them. Just a word of warning, which I'm a bit stupid doing myself. Do not watch Spider-Man Far From Home until you've watched the Avengers film, because if you watch that, there'll be a loose end, and it will be it is set after that. So watch the Avengers Age of Ultron, Assemble, watch Spider-Man Homecoming if you want first, or Spider-Man Assemble, then that one, then Age of Ultron, then Endgame, and then Spider-Man Far From Home, because that is the next one, and it will cut all the loose ends and everything. And I'll see you again when I'm here. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.